In this screencast, I'm going to demonstrate how to use the Referral Wizard to make a non-Choose and Book referral. Using the Referral Wizard, the services that are used by the CCG have been set up within the CCG tab of the address book and have been configured to include the correct read code, referral method, and if required, template that needs to be completed. Using the wizard, the process is easier and ensures that the referrals made are consistently recorded throughout the practice in CCG. In this example, we are using a test patient where the user would initiate the referral, but the letter is completed by somebody else. I have already opened the patient record in this example, but it is important to ensure that any sharing preferences or PDS differences are resolved before the referral is initiated. We can initiate a referral from the clinical tree by right-clicking the referral node and selecting the referral wizard. Or, within this practice, we have set up a toolbar icon that gives us single-click access to the wizard. In this example, this is outside of a consultation, but the process is the same if you are completing this from within the consultation screen. When I click on the referral wizard, the first thing that is displayed is the address book, with all your locally added addresses displayed. Clicking on the CCG Contacts tab, you can see that we have configured the CCG address book to include all of the specialities that you would want to refer a patient to, as well as the addresses, contact details, or email addresses for those services that are included for each speciality. Each service has been configured to include the type of referral and the read code. The address book is structured by speciality, and clicking on the triangle to the left of the folder will display any subspecialties or services available. Most services should be easily identified, but if you can't find the service required, you can use the search facility. Clicking on the Search tab, you should deselect the unit and trust contacts and then type the name of the service required. In this example, if I type chest pain and click search, the services and specialities with the text that I've searched on will be displayed. I can either select a service from here, or if I select the service and click the Jump To button, it will take me to that service within the CCG Contacts tab. Any services that I use on a regular basis, I can add to my favourites, which will add the address to the favourites list at the top of the screen. Favourites are added by right-clicking the address and selecting Add to Favourites. This will remain in my favourites at the top of the screen until removed. Items can be removed from your favourites screen by right-clicking and selecting Remove from Favourites. In this example, I am going to refer to the Chelsea and Westminster Chest Pain Clinic. So after selecting the service, I click on Select to open the referral dialog screen. For this service, the referral type is a word referral, and the correct template for this has already been populated into the template field. The address, including any telephone or email details if required, the read code, type, and service have all been pre-populated. The referring clinician can be changed if required, as can any urgency or referral reason completed if needed. I have two options for this referral. Right Now, which will complete the referral and open up the letter template to be completed, or I can create a task to write later, which will allow you to generate a task for yourself, another user, or a group to start the letter. You can create a task template if required to make the process of generating a task easier, which is covered in another screencast. In this example, I'm going to click on Create a Task to write a later. You are presented with the new task window, which should be completed as normal. You should select a recipient for the task, either yourself or another staff member, or a group, for example secretaries. The task type and subject are completed automatically, and you should enter any information or instructional text required for the recipient of the task. Leave the status as not started and enter a date that the task should be completed by. Any flags can be recorded if required, and at this point you would click on OK to schedule the task and complete this part of the referral. To make the process easier, you can set up task templates within the practice. And when you click on the Apply Template, you can see that we have set up two to be used by the referral process here. One is urgent with the due date of today, and the other is a normal referral with the due date in 2 days. We've also used the flags within these templates to indicate that the task is urgent. These templates are set up to make the task process easier and speed up the process of creating the task. Once the patient record has been saved, the task will be sent to the task recipient for completing. The task recipient should now see the task within their task inbox. And if we access this by double-clicking on the Outstanding Tasks indicator, in this example, you can see that I have a Word Referral Incomplete task due today. This shows the advantage of using due dates within the tasks. To deal with this task, you would right-click and retrieve the patient. When the patient record is displayed, you can see that the task is also displayed on the patient home screen, and any flag indicators that we have set are also shown. If you click on the Referrals node, we can see that there's a referral with the status of referral not finished yet, and this is the referral that we want to deal with. If you right click on this and select Amend Content, the letter template will open to be completed. Once the template is opened, I can complete this as I normally would do with the options available. In this example, the patient demographic details have been pre-populated, and there are some form field checkboxes and text that can be completed. To complete these, you would click on the Form Protection button, which allows you to select or type into any of these form fields. Once completed, deselect the Form Protection button, and then I have two options in which to save the letter. I can save for future editing, which will allow me to make any changes to the letter within the patient record before sending. This is useful where you may need the letter to be approved before sending off. Letters saved for future editing cannot be sent from the patient record by email until it has been finalised. Or I can save the final version, which prevents any further changes being made to the letter. Final versions can then be emailed if the option is available for that service. In this example, I'm quite happy with the version as it is, and when I click on Save Final Version, I am prompted to confirm that I'm really sure that I want to save this as a final version, as no further changes are able to be made. Clicking No would return me back to the letter to select another option if required, but in this example, I'm going to click on Yes. The referral, including the letter, has now been recorded within the patient record. You can see within the referral node the date, the referrer, who it was referred to, the read code, and there's a W flag to indicate that there's a word letter attached. I'm able to print the letter if required by right-clicking, selecting Print, and then selecting the printer for where I want to send my document to. Or I could send it by email. Again, right-clicking and selecting Send via NHS Mail, if the service would allow that, of course. If I was to click on the Send via NHS Mail, you'd be presented again with the address book and the service that you used last already selected. As long as the service has an email address included within the address book, you can click on Select, and a message will then ask you to confirm sending the letter to the address that you've selected. Once you've confirmed, the message will be displayed stating that the message will be sent when the patient record is saved. You should now update the task to show that it has been completed. Return to the patient home screen and click Update against the task. Enter any text as required and then click on the status and change to completed. When you click OK, this will be recorded within the patient record and will then be updated once the record is saved. That now completes the referral, and you can continue to record any further information as required. Once you save the patient record, any emails or tasks generated will then be sent. This completes the screencast for the Referral Wizard using a non-Choose and Book referral. Please contact your CCG support service if you have any questions or any updates are required. Thank you for listening.